welcome back. Mr. Johnson here with the third episode of EMBLEMATIC, the podcast for the South Laurel FFA chapter, coming to you with a special episode. Typically, we would release this the Monday after our monthly FFA meeting. That's not until, I believe, that would be the Monday of Thanksgiving week. We decided we would bring the podcast equipment with us to Indianapolis to the 98th National FFA Convention and try to record a little bit each night while we were up here. And so we didn't want to sit on that for 3 weeks. So we want to go ahead and release that out to you, let you hear what all happened while we were at convention and a few other things. So we're coming to you a little bit early. Hopefully it's been an enjoyable episode. We've had a good time recording it. But we've got 3 sessions. So each night, we got back to the hotel, some nights later than others. We would go ahead and record for a few minutes. I believe the first 2 nights it was 5 to 10 minutes, and then the last night it's about 20 minutes. But I wanted just to do that each night. I've got some different questions each night, but generally just for those of you that have never been to the National Convention, or maybe those of you that have, get to relive those glory days. Just to hear what happened this year at convention, some of the inside baseball, some of the things that happened, and kind of enjoy the trip, especially those of you that weren't on it. But for those that were, just have something to look back and listen back to. We're gonna go ahead and kick it off with first session. So the first night, Wednesday night, when we come up, I believe we've interviewed some folks that have never been. So we'll let you enjoy that now. All right, this is a special episode, and you've probably already heard the introduction. But I've got some folks here with me very late at night. We're 5 minutes before curfew, so we've got to hurry. But I've got some folks with me that have never been to convention. This is the whole point of the podcast, this special podcast this month, is just to say, hey, if you're wanting to be more active in FFA, here are some of the good things that can happen, especially if you become an officer. We do this especially just for officers, allow them to come to the National Convention. So I wanted to first have some folks on that have never been to convention just to get their perspective before things really happen. We've been here for 12 hours or so, but then also check back in with them at the end of the week and see what they thought. So first off, we'll start over here with Callie. Introduce yourself, say your name, what grade, and what position you are.
Hi, I'm Callie. I'm a sophomore.
In what position are you?
I'm committee chair.
I don't know.
Yeah, Jordan, you're next.
Oh.
It's a good thing we don't have video on this thing.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jordan. I'm in 10th grade. I'm a sophomore, and I'm also a committee chair.
Hey, I'm Nora. I am in 12th grade, and I'm junior secretary.
I'm Haley Anderson. Don't make me laugh. I'm Haley Anderson. I'm in 12th grade, and I am a junior sentinel.
I'm Haley. A little scared. All right, so we've got sophomores, seniors, but you've all never been to convention, right? First time.
Yeah.
All right, so real quick, so I can get you to your rooms before curfew. What are you each looking forward to the most this week?
I'm looking for the rodeo, and all the shops were really great today, so I really want to go back there. And I want to see how it works tomorrow. Like, everybody's talked about like how much fun they've had here, but I don't know.
I would definitely say I'm excited for the rodeo too, and just seeing how everything goes down. I mean, I've heard people talk about it, and I've heard bad, good things, and I just want to experience it myself.
I'm like super really excited for the rodeo, and also everybody talks about like sometimes how boring it is, or sometimes like how fun it is. So I'm excited to see how it works for myself too.
I'm super excited about the rodeo and my outfit for the rodeo, but I'm also super excited about Dave & Buster's.
I got my outfit at Walmart, and I think it's gonna eat.
We'll find out if you're throwing a fit.
My belt, I got my belt. It is from Wild West Obsessed. So yeah,
Yes.
It's super really good.
Go shop.
We got 2 minutes.
Yee.
That's all you got?
Okay.
All right. That's not one. See y'all back tomorrow or
Thanks,
in
bye.
30 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, hopefully you enjoyed hearing from those young ladies, kind of what their expectations are. First day, we didn't do a whole lot, and they never been up here, so they really didn't have. They had some idea what was to come based on what others had told them, but really it was neat to hear them before they really got to experience much. And so you'll get to hear some of them on the last day talk about kind of what their experiences were after the fact. But we're going to go into the second night. And so second day of convention was our first day going to sessions. And we were fortunate enough that during the second session, we got our national star rating. So the first time our chapter has ever been across the stage on the national level, apart from American degree recipients. So here, talk a little bit about that, and then we had a student that's doing the FFA and the USA program, and hear her talk a little bit about that experience and something neat that her and I got to do while we were up here. So go ahead and enjoy. All right, welcome back. Night 2. We've survived 2 nights in Indianapolis, and we're coming live from room 214 of a hotel that I'm not going to tell you where we're actually at because we'll probably stay here again next year. But tonight I've got one old podcast pro, even though this is episode 3, and then 2 other folks here with me that are national convention pros. So won't you all go ahead and introduce yourself, name, office, and I'll go ahead and say these are all class of 2026 seniors. Go ahead, Marley, since you're the pro.
My name is Marley Hill, and I'm the chapter secretary.
I'm Tanner Sams, and I'm the chapter vice president.
I'm Mallie Johnson, and I'm the chapter president this year.
All right, so last night, the part that you just listened to, we talked to some rookies. Some were seniors, some were sophomores, but it was all their first year, time, whatever you want to say, at convention. And they really hadn't experienced convention until today. And I think we'll probably talk to them tomorrow about kind of after they've really had the convention experience, what they thought. But tonight we got some old fogies, some people that have been around the block a time or two, to talk to them about their experience, not just this year's convention, but other years too. We're going to start with Marley.
Okay.
And so we'll give a little preview here. And I think I've said something on the first podcast when I had Marley and Abigail. Marley's got a pretty cool opportunity this year to do something called FFA in the USA. She's kind of a reporter for National FFA, one of 250. I didn't know that part today until we went on
There
the
was
little
800
tour.
people who applied, though.
I knew there was a lot. I didn't realize there were that many until she said that. So pretty cool honor. Marley, talk about, we got to do a special tour. I kind of jumped the gun. I'll take her because I read the description of what we were going to do on the tour. So Marley, talk a little bit about the tour and then talk a little bit about FFA in the USA and what you're going to be doing this year.
Okay, so the tour, basically, we went to where they host FFA Live, and
What's FFA Live?
it's like where they broadcast convention to where everyone can watch it,
Yeah, so
like
they've
from
got
home. So
a
they
live
want it to be
stream,
spread
yeah.
everywhere. So, but we went to the place where they hosted that, and like the little anchor room. It was pretty cool, and like you could see the whole stadium, like every little person you could see. They're like little ants from the tippity top of the whole place. It was like being on top of the Empire State Building, even though I've never been. But
And for those of you, she's talking about the press box.
yes,
At
there you go.
Literally the very top of the stadium where all the reporters sit during the Colts games, and even the coaches that are like the coordinators where they can call the game from their little boxes. We were up in that area. Now, I don't know about you. I thought it was neat, but you was a baby. When we did the FFA Live thing, and the woman that's, I guess, the producer that ran the show, she come out, and I just kept telling myself, I recognize her. Like, I've seen her before. And she got to describing herself, and I can't remember what her name was.
I'm trying to remember, but I don't either.
Yeah, I can't remember. But she was an anchor on WLEX back home there in Lexington for several years, and it was years I was in middle school and high school. And so she talked about that experience and being there when Kentucky won the national championship in 2012. That was kind of neat. And she talked about she was from Indiana, moved back to Indiana, and then got involved in FFA. but enough about that. That was a pretty cool experience, and I might post some pictures while this is playing of the press box stuff. That for me, that was really cool. And I told Marley, thank you for doing FFA in the USA, so I could have a selfish opportunity there. But talk about FFA in the USA, kind of what you've done already and what you're kind of planning to do.
Okay,
Or
well,
what you have to do this year.
I mean, it's kind of they described it today as like an internship. Like it's getting you like a step if you're interested in journalism, communications, or being on the news. I mean, just anything, just talking to people. But so whenever I don't remember what I was going to say really, but
you've got to interview people throughout the year and write stories, and they'll be on the FFA's website, and things like that.
Yeah, but my last story I done was it was about living to serve, and I picked Kara Oakley because she's wanting to be an agriculture educator like me, and I thought that was a good person to interview. So, but I mean, throughout the year you get multiple opportunities and stuff, and you get to, I mean, if you want to, you can cover people from your region, the state, or just your own chapter. So,
it's a pretty cool opportunity.
Yep.
Now, our chapter, we've had some firsts here the last few years, and so today was pretty neat. We've had, if you listen to the last podcast, we're about to have our 7th American degree recipient. For some chapters, I'm 7. That's nothing. But for us, it's a pretty big deal. We're a fairly young chapter. I say young, 33-ish years, but compared to a lot of chapters, that's pretty young. But that's just we've not done a whole lot of national stuff, and so today we had a cool opportunity. We received a national 3-star rating. First time we had got a state rating, and then we made it to the top 10% in our state and got to do the national rating and got the top rating there. So Tanner and Mally got to go across stage. So it's funny to see it from one side, from the stands, and see you all up there. Talk about your experience getting to go across stage and be the first 2 from our chapter to do that, to represent our chapter.
Well, we waited in line for a really long time, and then we went out on the stage for 5 seconds, and I don't really remember anything about being on the stage, but after we got off the stage, I realized that me and Mally were the first people to receive the 3-star rating for our chapter, and I thought that was a big honor. So
It was just kind of cool to be backstage where all like these, kind of famous people are, like Thaddeus and all of them. I didn't even think that I could get that close to them. They just seemed like untouchable, but it was just cool to be backstage. And on the stage, it was like bright lights, and I couldn't even remember. Me and Tanner were talking about how we couldn't even remember. It was just like stunning to be up there. So it was a really cool experience.
Especially something like that, and y'all get your state degree at the state convention. It's kind of like that. You got hundreds of people to run through, and so I don't want to say you don't get to enjoy the experience, but it's all for a very short moment of glory. That's what I was talking to them about. I got to do that years ago when I was in high school, and it was in the arena here in Indianapolis, and it was dark, on stage light shining bright in your eyes, and you can't see, and then you get in the dark and you're blind, you can't really see where you're going. So, but yeah, we've had some pretty cool experiences here in the last few years. But you 3 have all been to convention several times now. So, what's been your favorite convention moment during your time here the last few years? What have you enjoyed the most?
One of the things something I like is the Culver's ice cream, just because.
That's a shocker for anybody else, Tanner.
Just because I can just keep going back and nobody tells me to stop, and even if the line is very long, it still only takes about 3 minutes to get through. And I had to explain that to some new people that had never been to the convention before, that you're never going to have to wait more than 3 minutes for the ice cream, even if the line is super long. But also just the songs that we sing on the bus is one of my favorite parts of everything. And seeing people from all the different states, it's like license plates with their state on the back of their jacket. And I just think it's funny to talk to people and ask them where they're from. And
I've never really thought about it that way as license plates. It really is. Only you don't have to like wonder where they're from or their experience. You can stop and ask them. What else we got?
So this is going to sound a little bit, I don't know, cliche to me if you know me, but I just really like dressing up to, I love the official dress. That sounds a little bit weird, but I do like wearing it and repping our state and our chapter. But I also like wearing my fancy Western outfits if we go like to the rodeo or wherever we go. I kind of just like dressing up. And also, like Tanner said, the songs on the bus. We didn't have a radio this year, which was kind of sad, but we got a speaker. But I just like listening to good music with my friends.
Yeah, thank you, Dave and Buster's, and us banding together and putting all our points together tonight to get a speaker and a power bat, a ukulele, and all kinds of stuff.
Oh gosh.
All right, Marley, what's been your kind of favorite experience the last few years?
Okay, my favorite thing probably, this is going to sound bad, but I really like to hunt for the freebies. It's just like my favorite thing. I love free stuff. Anyway, but like sentimental wise, like whenever we first came, like I was just in shock with like how many people, like, I mean, it was like a flood of Blue Jackets like down the road. Like it was insane. And I mean, it just like overwhelmed me. But I don't know. I just feel closer, I guess, to my chapter when I'm here. And I like connecting with other people from other places. And also, like, stuff we do wise, like in the evenings and stuff, like leisure. My favorite thing was the rodeo because whenever we came to the rodeo for the first time and done like the flag duty stuff, I had never ever been to a rodeo. So that's...
I did not know that.
Yeah, I had never been to one, and I think I don't know, that was one of my favorite things, and I still love it. I can't wait to go tomorrow.
You're a rodeo pro. My first year, I went to 3 rodeos in 3 weeks. I don't want to say I was rodeoed out, but I did this one, and then the one that we go to it now, and then we went to Murray State for horse judging. I'll never do that again. So we went to a rodeo out there too. Those are some funny stories with that. We'll share those for another time. Well, any other parting thoughts?
I had
No.
something.
He had,
I can't remember.
He had something.
Maybe tomorrow night. All right. Well, that's night 2 from Indianapolis, South Florida FFA. We'll see you back tomorrow night. Okay. Hopefully you enjoyed night 2's recap of the National FFA Convention, the 98th National FFA Convention here in Indianapolis, again with the South Florida FFA chapter. We're going to go ahead and transition into night 3, the final night, and go ahead and kind of warn you, it gets a little bit hectic on the third night, but I think this is the best night of podcasting that we did. Third night, South Florida FFA at the 98th National FFA Convention. Enjoy. All right, it is night 3. We have survived 3 days. We're on our third night. We leave from Indianapolis in the morning. Bright and early, we go to the American Degree Ceremony, and then we roll out of here. But before we do that, one final podcast session. So before we ask a few questions here, those of you that are going to talk, go ahead and say your name, office, and what year you are in school. Whoever wants to start.
All right, my name's Waylon Joseph. I'm the junior treasurer, and I'm class of 2026. I'm a senior.
My name's Allie B. I'm the treasurer, and I'm a junior.
My name's Scarlett Jones. I'm a committee chair, and I'm a junior.
All right. Oh, in the middle of the podcast.
I bet it's Lawson and Locke.
Did we get ding dong ditched?
I fear so.
Yeah.
For those of you listening, fun times. All right. We'll try to roll on. Are you all tired?
Yes.
Yes, very.
Like I'm tired, but I'm not tired. Like I may not go to bed till 1 o'clock tonight.
I'm
That's how I feel
exhausted.
too. for real.
I told McCorder on the bus ride, I didn't know if y'all would even go to sleep tonight. It's kind of a crazy ride back. But we've had a good week. And so just want to talk to these guys. I'll let these guys, I guess, talk to you all just about the whole week in general and kind of what their favorite moment has been. So what have you all enjoyed about convention this week?
I always enjoy, like, this is crazy and a lot of people don't enjoy it, but I love how busy we are because I hate, like, just sitting there and doing nothing. So I kind of love that it's back to back to back to back, even though it is really exhausting sometimes.
Yeah, the worst part of the week for me was today. We were at Ted's. We went to Ted's Montana Grill for lunch. Great place. I had this big bison steak, and then we're just sitting there waiting to pay. I think we waited like 45 minutes for them to bring our checks. And then McWhorter sees somebody with ice cream on the street.
A big cup of Cold Stone.
And I had paid, and I left my change, and I was gone.
He didn't even say anything.
He ditched all of us.
He didn't say nothing. He looked at us and left.
All of a sudden, he's outside of the establishment.
Ice cream, and I was gone.
He ran.
All right, somebody else. What's been your favorite moment this week?
I think just spending time. This is like one of the best trips that we have all year. It really is a lot of fun, even though it's chaotic and everybody gets sick and tired of each other. And like the second day, it really is one of the most fun times that we have. And even though it's exhausting and gets on your nerves at times, you do go home and miss every second of it because it is so much fun.
My favorite part is definitely seeing people and meeting new people, and even like getting to see people from past events that I usually don't get to see, like friends from camp and stuff like that. And playing rock, paper, scissors with random strangers in windows, that is so fun, even though I lose every time. But yeah, that's my favorite part.
Waylon's become our social butterfly. I don't think I've been beside you a single moment this week, and we've been since somebody you've not been like, hey, where are you from?
Yeah.
So that's been kind of cool to see. Anybody else in the room? We've doubled in size since we started this thing. Anybody else want to share what their favorite moment's been? So come over to the mic. You got talking to the mic.
Come on, guys.
Say your name and office and what grade you are in school.
My name is Jacob Lawson. I'm a committee chair, and I'm in 11th grade, and it's the food. The food is amazing. Even though it's expensive. Hold on, don't cut me off. Even though it's expensive, it's so good. Now you can go.
My name's Logan Kilburn. I'm the junior reporter. I'm in 11th grade, and it's Dave and Buster's for sure. Winning the $5,000 for the speaker, that was great.
After Allie funded our speaker.
For those
It took so much time.
Like a 50-foot long aux cord we take on every trip, and at one point we had lost, thanks to Allie B. We had lost the aux cord. We hadn't lost it, but we had lost it. Didn't realize it had been in my backpack for like 2 weeks. I knew it was heavier, but she put it in the one spot I didn't ever look in. But we get going. Aux cord's working. It's great. Tanner's on the aux. Vibes are high. And then we realized there's no music
It was
playing.
like 10 minutes. We didn't even really get out of the school, and it just quit working.
Me and McWhorter were just talking away, and then it's kind of quiet. And then the radio just kept glitching out. So then we get to Dave & Buster's, and they have a portable speaker as one of the prizes, and everybody banded together to get it. So that was pretty neat.
We also sang the entire way to Indianapolis.
That's
We
every
sang.
trip. That's a
But
guarantee.
it was no music.
Even
just
without
us.
aux cord.
I know,
we
I know
sang
Tanner's not here
hymns.
to defend himself, but I am going to say, y'all got to find some new music on the way back tomorrow. I think I've heard Dixieland Delight about 17 times.
It's such a good song.
Yeah, you're going to burn me out on it.
Yeah, I'm also
Before
tired.
this trip,
of-
I loved it, and now I'm starting to not. All right,
There's
Blake.
Blake Branham, senior committee chair. I'd say my favorite part is having to ride the elevator with random FFA kids and bonding about the whole situation.
Anybody else? I hope when I listen back to this, I hope the mic picked up on that. I hope it's not.
Uh-oh. Use your fingernail and open it. The doors don't stay locked.
If y'all could only see what's going on right now.
We might have an incident.
Where's the camcorder? Uh-oh, Johnson, you're in trouble tonight.
I'm not in trouble.
You're cleaning up the mess.
I use the bathroom before I come here. My bathroom in my room is locked. All right, is there anybody else that wants to share anything while they figure out how to get the bathroom open?
Logan, get your knife.
Logan, yeah, where's your knife?
Another fun
Okay.
part about the trip is definitely the dancing. If you have not been to a national convention, you should definitely do it because you get big old conga lines and just a lot of
Oh yeah,
fun.
the pre-session. We're in Lucas Oil Stadium, and it's a big party. Pre-session
lot.
beforehand, so it's like a concert.
I saw T. Parker and John Crimber was here, and I didn't see him, and I wanted to cry. I searched for T. Parker for 45 minutes, and I gave up. And Jacob Lawson took 5 steps, and he came running back, and he said, "Allie, I see T. Parker, I see T. Parker."
Yeah, you're well. You was in a very bad mood, but she didn't go get a picture with him. I had to physically take a picture of him.
The line was literally 5 miles
So
long.
she'll probably frame that and put it on her
I still
nightstand.
don't know who T. Parker is, but I know when they introduced him, all the girls in Lawson screamed. So
He's a PBR boy.
There was also someone with a very, very long fur coat that went down to his ankles,
Yes.
and it was like it was bigger than Mally's fur coat.
It was a
bigger
lady.
than
Mally
Mally's
Johnson.
rabbit coat that makes everyone sneeze.
It was a lady catcher for
and
sure.
it went down to his ankles, and all the ladies were surrounding him and his fur coat.
Was that the kid at the session or? At
Yes,
the,
it was the kid at the session.
Oh, I was in line with him. Like,
Did you ask him about his fur coat?
I didn't ask him about it. I mean,
he was
should
walking
ask him
I
what
around.
kind
wasn't
of
really
fur it
concerned.
was.
I thought it was a little weird, but also kind of cool at the same time. Kind of made me want a fur coat.
Oh my gosh, we should fund together a fur coat. Did you see the
guy
kid with
with
the
the fur
really
coat.
long fur coat?
The wannabe Mally Johnson.
I did. I said this kid's
Okay.
fur coat was bigger than your fur coat.
Mally, because your fur coat sheds like one of your Great Pyrenees dogs. That's why.
Okay.
All right, anybody else got favorite moment to share? That was a pretty good one. Jordan Green getting smacked in the face with a sticky hand.
Oh, and all the water bottles.
Abigail actually pushed me on the bus into the floor, and I
let's-
felt attacked.
Let's address something right now. The standing up on the bus. Every time we turn around, Abigail is standing up, and I think you all would agree. Abigail is the
She's
last
feeble.
person that needs to be standing up on the bus.
Abigail is very, very feeble and fragile.
She might actually fall asleep while she's standing up, and we'll have an incident.
So Abigail, when you listen to this, any trip from here on out, sit your butt down. We're not mad at you. We just don't want you to die. Okay. All right. Marley's got hers. Then we'll move on to the last question.
Okay, my name is Marley Hill, and I'm the secretary. I was on here last night, and
gosh,
I'm
this
a
is sticky.
senior. And I just remembered this, and one of my favorite moments was whenever Mally Johnson ran into a garbage can, and it was just hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
All that lead up for that moment. All right, guys. Guys, anybody in the room can kind of chip in on this last question. If y'all don't tear my room up before we get through it. I do have to sleep in here tonight.
Unfortunate.
Because this is one of the trips this is the one trip, I guess, of the year that is officers only. Almost any other trip, pretty much anybody can go. Of course, there's a lot of contests, but this is one it's kind of an officer bonding trip. It's one of the few times all year, guys, I don't know if you realize that we're all together. It's most morning meetings, somebody's gone. Scarlett's always gone. She, trying to get that education.
Poor Scarlett.
But this is if I tell
to make
somebody,
money.
hey, you need to be an officer. This is usually one of the things that I mentioned that's an incentive. So, talk about again of the 16 officers we got. We're losing 10 to graduation this year, so we've got some shoes to fill. Talk about why you should be an officer and be more active in FFA because we got a lot of students that are in FFA. Why should you be more active and take a role like an officer role?
Okay. This is Allie B coming in hot, and I'm about to be sappy, guys. Don't make fun of me. I used to, and I mean, me and Scarlett are still right with each other all the time. I mean, if you see me, you see Scarlett. That's just how it is. But it used to always just be me and Scarlett, and I genuinely feel like
We wouldn't talk to anyone else but each other.
I have gained lifelong friends, and not only that, but a family. And I really appreciate each and every one of my officer teammates because even if we all bicker a little bit every now and then, I love all of them. And I know that if I ever needed somebody, that all of them would be right there by my side. So I definitely recommend, even if you have 1,000,001 friends, it's better to have a group of close friends than have a bunch of friends that you don't talk to.
Yay! This really has been like such an amazing friend. I didn't even do it for friends. Like this was a field trip based thing, and then it was. I really love it, and I don't know what I would do. I mean, I'm with these people here more than I am a lot of people, like even my family. And it's one of. I'm very grateful for every single person, even though we don't get along half the time. It's very. It makes you grateful for everything because it's a very good experience to have.
Yeah, and bouncing back off of that, the bickering thing, that just makes us more like a family than anything, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like
We're
we're all like
siblings.
siblings that fight and scratch all the time and throw each other into floors on buses. Abigail.
And fist fight and scream.
I'm
and
not going to
smack
forgive
each
her for
other.
that. I'm just kidding.
And
I will.
then not only that,
I've got hit 15 times today.
not only that, but like Johnson and McWhorter also are such good like support systems. Like anytime I need to just like let all of my hold back feelings out, I just look at Johnson and I'm like, I'm gonna lose my mind, and he's like, oh. But yeah,
They're mainly like father figures. They really. I mean, all honesty, I look at both of them as dads almost. They're FFA dads.
Definitely.
It's sad that I'm finally getting old enough that I can be some of your parents.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm oldest.
like Johnson and McWhorter are our fathers when we're gone. They hold us accountable and try and keep us in line.
Well, we try.
And Johnson and McWhorter, if you hear them at a club meeting, sorry, that wasn't even English. Johnson is usually the one that always says that we need to leave a legacy. And the FFA members that are still there after us 10 seniors are gone are our legacy. And so even just be out of your comfort zone and just step up, and you'll have a great time. I promise you that.
And I'll say this: I'll be a little sappy too.
Oh no!
You know, don't cry. I'm a volunteer crier. I'll start crying. But it's Halloween. Now I'll be honest. There's some days like this that it's tough.
Where are your shoes
on
at?
me? It's not. I don't want to say it's tough on McCord because his kids are grown, but you know my girls were trick or treating and I'm not there for it. And I could be here and be miserable, but you all make it fun. Y'all make it where it sucks I'm not home, which thankfully I got to do some trick or treating stuff last week, but you all make it fun. And so we provide these opportunities, and we want you to take these roles. It's not just about being leaders for the chapter, trying to build you up for the future, but you all do make it fun. And so those of you listening, if you're thinking about being an officer, take it, even if you're not sure, take a step out of your comfort zone. We'll make it worth your while if you're willing to take that step. Anybody else got anything to add?
Even though it's Halloween, Johnson and McWhorter did not let me dress up. I packed my makeup, my hairspray that dyes my hair and everything, and they said nuh-uh. But we went to the rodeo, and there was a Smurf person in all blue body paint
Papa
with
Smurf
a pregnant belly.
and the Loraxes.
Yeah, and
all
the
the
Lorax.
Loraxes
I
galore.
could have fit in right with them.
If you were Lorax.
Nike, just do it. Allie B is going to bed. I love all of my friends and family. Good night. I have 1,000,001 things to pack.
I love
So do
everyone.
I, but-
Please, we need new officers this year. So please, if you want to
Even though
have
I'm
fun and you
graduating,
want to go
I will
on
track you
trips,
down.
please join us. Good night.
It's
Join the
it's
FFA
very
cult.
worth it, and it's not a cult, Waylon.
Good night,
That's
guys.
what
But it's
people say
very
it is.
fun, and it's worth it, and it's very worth it.
You get free oat milk cream pies. Free oat milk cream pies.
Go ahead, Blake.
Okay, Fatty.
This is kind of a piggyback on what literally everybody said, but it really is like a family. Granted, I've been here 3 days with y'all now, and sometimes I really just want to knock some of y'all upside the head. Y'all drive me insane.
Me and Blake fight all the time.
Yeah.
We're roommates
But
for the
I
trip.
can say that when I came into high school, that people could say I wasn't shy because I put on a front, but mentally it physically killed me to try to talk to new people. And after joining FFA and being an officer and everything, it's like no big deal to me now. I actually look forward to talking to new people. And it pushes you out of a comfort zone that you don't need to make a comfort zone. Comfort zones are just barriers to what you can become.
Okay.
And that's on a real note. Peace
Yeah.
out.
Anybody that knows the old Waylon Joseph knows that he used to hide from anybody that he saw that he knew from school in clothes racks in Walmart. I'm not kidding. If you saw me in a Walmart, I was probably hiding behind my mom or a random baby section. And FFA, when I was a freshman, it really helped me get out of that comfort zone. Mr. Johnson can know that because he did my first ever competition, Quiz Bowl, even though I lost and he saw it. It was kind of embarrassing. But it really does help. Like this association and organization has helped me so much throughout my life, and it's a great thing. So,
Oatmeal cream pies.
he's fat.
I need buns.
We know.
All right.
Thanks for
Anybody
that.
else got anything
I
else?
just say one thing about it.
We gotta get close to the mic. Look.
Okay. In 8th grade, this started as just
Oatmeal
field
cream
trip
pies.
fun, and since my brother was already in it, I was just gonna join for the heck of it. But growing up in growing up as a kid, I wanted to be a farmer, but I don't know where I'm going with this.
Good one. Oatmeal cream pies.
Going throughout high school, I was a shy person. I'm still shy, but not as much.
He's more of a turd now. Just kidding.
All I gotta say is FFA will make you get out of your comfort shell a lot. Shell? What?
You get the
Zone
idea.
he meant.
Just like
Jacob,
Eric
shut
said.
up. Jacob speaking. FFA is pretty cool. It does build you a lot. Makes you meet new people, and you talk to a lot more people than you would think. But yeah, it's pretty fun.
And if you
Yeah,
like meeting new
oatmeal
people,
cream pies.
oh my god, I have made more friends through FFA, especially going to camp and things like that, than I
Yeah,
have
for
ever
real.
made in my entire life. It's a great experience, and also it's full of a bunch of knuckleheads. If you're a knucklehead yourself, just saying.
Eventually, we're gonna figure out the video on this, but I really wish we had tonight. If y'all could have seen what was going on these last 20 minutes, while we've been talking.
It's probably not a good idea that
That's
you see
gonna be
what's
a
going
wrap
on.
because if somebody's gonna end up dying in my bedroom tonight, I don't
Yeah,
want
there's
to fill
like
any
50 people in this
paperwork.
bedroom
Oatmeal
right
cream
now.
pies.
Okay.
So, with that, South Florida FFA sign out from National Convention.
Yeah.
That is it for Emblematic, this special episode of Emblematic, the podcast of the South Florida FFA chapter, kind of reporting somewhat live from the 98th National FFA Convention here in Indianapolis, Indiana. We hope you've enjoyed the podcast. For those of you that have been to convention, hopefully it's been something you can kind of think back on the memories that you made at previous national conventions. And for those of you that are younger members of our chapter, possibly on the fence about coming and joining the officer team and stepping up to be a leader, hopefully, especially that last day, that last session there, is what puts you over the edge. We again need leaders. We're trying to build a legacy, leave a legacy, and hopefully you are more than willing to join that legacy of the South Florida FFA chapter and become leaders of our community. Again, hopefully you enjoyed this, and we'll see you in just a few weeks with another episode. Thank you all.